best moment of the Olympics for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd watched pretty much every game they played. I'd stayed up late and watched a couple at weekends and stuff, and caught as much of the games that they played around, watching other medal contests and stuff that we had going on. Mm-hmm. But then I had to miss the final, obviously, because I was at Wigan beating St Helens.
You were.
The women's hockey.
Oh, tremendous.
Got home in time for the shootout starting.
Right.
And the hockey shootouts are thrilling, made more thrilling by the amount of misses that occur. But Maddie Hinch is my new sporting hero. She was incredible in goal. All tournament she was incredible.
Yeah.
And she had a big moment in the game as well, saving the penalty shot in the game.
Yeah.
But outstanding. The penalty save where she took it up, where she knocked it off a stick onto the post, the last one they missed, which I thought was just hit the post, but then you see that replay from the side angle, and Hinch has got a stick to it and deflected it. What a legend! She's definitely the star of the games for me in that sense.
Yeah.
Obviously, there was all the people who won multiple goals and that sort of stuff, and it was great. The Keirin final on, was it Tuesday night?
Is it the women's one?
The men's one.
All right.
And the women's one was good at the weekend before with Becky James, and the sort of story about her, how she'd had time out when she'd had like a cancer scare and a few injuries and that sort of stuff. She'd come back last year and got a bronze in the World Championships and then got the silver. That was a great storyline. But no, the Jason Kenny going for Britain's greatest town, Chris Hoy for Britain's greatest Olympian, and he was nearly disqualified, and then the race had to be run a third time. It was, the tension was building all along as that went, and then he powered over the line in the end to win, because he was absolutely the class of the field.
Did Bradley Wiggins not in the end take more medals than Chris Hoy?
No, Bradley Medals, has got more medals.
Right.
Bradley Wiggins has got more medals in total.
Right.
Sorry. So he's the most decorated Olympian in total medal count. Right. Just like that rowing lady, whose name is Catherine Granger, is the most decorated female.
Okay.
But Sir Chris Hoy and Jason Kenny have got the most golds.
I see, okay.
So the most successful. They've got 6 golds. Wiggins has got 5 golds, a couple of silvers and a bronze, I think.
Right, I see.
But he's got 8 in total. Mm-hmm. They've got 7 in total, Kenny and Hoy, with 6 golds and a silver.
Right.
And Kenny's other half, wife-to-be, Laura Trott, is the most successful British Olympic woman with 4 golds, but again, not the most decorated in total jewellery. But the hockey team for me was the absolute highlight, despite all those other great moments. I really enjoyed Jade Jones in the taekwondo as well. I couldn't stay up and watch a final because I had to get up for work next morning, which annoyed me because I thought it'd be a bit earlier, the final, after the quarters and the semis have been quite close together earlier on in the night. So that annoyed me a bit when I found out the final was at like 2:30 or something, but she did great and retained her gold medal. There was Nicola Adams retaining her gold medal.
Just about to say, I wish I had 10% of the enthusiasm for life that Nicola Adams has. She's just tremendous. She's so lovely to hear talk about the sport and watch her participate. It was fabulous. That was... Sorry, I'm just adding on to what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I've kind of, I suppose, wrapped up all my highlights in a way. What about you?
You know what you've touched on. I think I just ended up falling in love with some of the human moments and stuff, like the Chinese swimmer when she came third and couldn't believe her luck and her response, and that going viral was really lovely. Jason Kenny and Laura Trott, let's talk about them, because when they do it, they must just go on forever.
Well,
I think.
Well, Kenny's a sprinter though, isn't he?
Oh, right.
So
maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe. Well, I'm sure they're perfectly happy, and I'm not succeeding in my attempts to take it down to the lowest common denominator.
But there's been a lot of attempts to do that, talking about how that what their offspring might get into the regime. But Laura Trott threw that out there herself. I didn't know if Kenny was aware about about the imminent children plans, but we'll see how that goes.
We'll see how things pan out for them. How did the badminton lads get on?
Bronze they finished. They were good lads, weren't they?
Yeah.
And I'm kind of a little bit... I hope now, and I don't want to knock Tom Daley too much, but is one of those athletes that I feel like celebrity took over athletics for him. Well, sort of took over diving for him a little bit. Same with Lewis Smith in the pommel. I hope Max doesn't go the same way, because what a legend. He was 2 gold medals.
Phenomenal. That's our first gold, wasn't it, in one of the disciplines? we ever got? Did Max win? Was it not?
I'm not sure if it was a first ever, but it was first for a long time.
Right.
Niall Wilson, was it? Is that his surname?
Don't know
The horizontal bar guy from Leeds won the first ever medal on the horizontal bar, the high bar. He got bronze. That young 16-year-old lass guy on the floor as well. Gymnastics did really well, and I'm amazed by gymnastics. I think it's a phenomenal sport.
Yeah.
I think it's you sort of grow up thinking it's a girl sport. It's just the girls doing cartwheels on the playground.
Yeah,
what rubbish that is.
Those girls doing it, that's just
but when you watch,
so impressive.
Actually, well, the girls and the boys, the men and the women, it's incredible. It's an incredible sport. The levels of athleticism that they've got are phenomenal. Outstanding.
When you're thinking that as in terms of that as a sporting endeavour and the lack of coverage and the lack of funding that they get in comparison to things like professional football, it's just phenomenal to see the positivity and the sporting nature of it in the vast majority of cases, and what they're able to do and commit to, and the work that takes is just astounding, isn't it?
And it was Britain's most successful modern Olympics
since 1908, something like that. Our best Olympics since 1908, they were saying.
Yeah, it topped the. But this with back then it was less countries would be competing, and stuff. You wouldn't there be? You would have thought getting around the world.
You would assume so. It's a harder thing, isn't it?
We won medals in more different sports, gold medals in more different sports than any other country. We came second in the total. We beat London 2012. No one's ever beaten their home Olympics in the next 4-year cycle for medal count, so that's incredible. And there was about 13 or 14 or so fourth place finishers. Another moment actually that really got to me. The Mohamed Latolo or whatever his name, or the Taekwondo chap anyway, who lost in the final and then won silver medal, but he was crying and he was giving it I just feel like I've let so many people down at home who've stayed up to watch me, and I lost in the last second.
Yes, he did, didn't he?
It was unbelievable drama.
Yeah.
Great stuff. I love the Olympics.
Yeah, no, it's
in terms of the action anyway. I love there's lots of things about the Olympics that I think are entirely wrong.
Yeah.
But I love the action and the competition.
There you go. Fantastic.
There was a suggestion I heard someone mention on the BBC of whether it should just be in Greece every 4 years.
No.
So it's permanent. So it's got permanent stadia and all that.
I see. So they're not leaving legacy questions and things like that. Yeah. I take that point a little bit. And there are legacy issues, and you hope that Brazil can in some way, parlay the money that they've spent on the World Cup and now the Olympics into some good for that country, because there's a lot of corruption over in Brazil, isn't there? And the president's been impeached, and the vice president's on the way to being impeached as well for various corruption things. So hopefully there's some positivity to come out of that. The thing I'm excited about moving forward, Paralympics starts up in a few days as well, which should be.
I'm really concerned about it.
It does seem like they've not got their ducks in a line.
But what it does mean is our guys are funded. They'll be on them planes. They'll be there. They'll be. I mean, we
smashing the medals.
We smash it anyway.
Yeah.
But we'll absolutely rock it. And there's a chance we outdo it. I don't know how many athletes we've got going. I think that's the question mark. But certainly there's some brilliant names as well that are part of that we know. And
so we can keep Olympic fever going for another couple of weeks, Mark, is what I'm saying.
Well, when does it happen? In 2 weeks' time does it start?
It's a fortnight or so after the games now, isn't it? So not long.
The problem I have with the Paralympics and getting into it as much is the coverage. It's more limited.
I think
and
it's Channel 4 coverage, isn't it? So,
anyway, this has become probably our longest ever show. So
this is our longest ever Easter egg by some distance. So thanks for hanging on for the Easter egg.